Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Today we are going to introduce you a company that will completely change the way we move. The company is named Blade. You ready? Let's go. So how does it work? It is quite simple actually. It's a platform similar to Uber which connects users who want to move quickly with drivers who simply want to make some money. I will show you a short video right now to explain the principle. As illustrated in the previous video, to keep it simple, Blade allows people who are in a hurry to move quicker at a fair price, even if of course the people concerned are wealthy people living in large cities where there is a lot of traffic problem. The great thing about Blade today, it's a business that works. Since 2014 they have more than 200,000 users. They are operating in the US in the area of New York, Miami and Los Angeles, but also internationally, as in India and Mumbai, and they also plan to operate in the area of Tokyo in Japan, Jakarta in Indonesia and Vancouver in Canada. These major development projects are very interesting. And really, what I find important to remember is that Blade has a monopoly in this transport system, which is to say that they are really the leader in this market. They have the technology, they have the experience, and it will really help them to develop since they will have a lot of lead over the competitors who will enter the market. Just a moment to remind you that if you like my content, don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's great fun and it helps the channel to grow. We will now talk about the management team. I will try to be very brief. So here we can see that we have the CEO called Robert Wissentiel, that was an investment banker in Boston, well placed at Sony and also at Warner Music Group. Having a solid CEO at the head of a company is very important for its development. It must also, of course, be well surrounded as here with, for example, Brendan Keane, who was working at Microsoft. Now, as Blade is a company that will go public via SPAC, it is important to remember that the owner of the special purpose acquisition company will have a major role in its success. That is why at the head of the acquisition company we have Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, and Ted Philip, who was present on the board of United Airlines. They are very solid people which reassure me for this project, even if the merger has already been announced in December 2020 and it will take place soon. It is very important to have solid people at the head of the company. Following the official announcement, there were some very good investors who came forward, such as the company Airbus, or even the investment fund Ark Investment, created by Cathie Wood, who notably invested super early in Tesla when the company was still undervalued. There are of course other companies in which she has invested that have been very successful, but I think Tesla is probably the best example as is a very well-known company today. Now that we are talking about electric vehicles, we can of course talk about the future of flying electric vehicles, since Blade will be strategically very well placed to accommodate its vehicle in their services. Airbus has investors, and having a former member of the board of United Airlines, it will really allow them to get together easily enough to have contracts with these types of company. It is also important to highlight that we are making a very good progress on the innovation of flying electric vehicles. Since the last 5 years, 5 billion have been invested, and I think that the more we advance, the more we will invest. So now we'll stop the bullshit and we're going to talk about what really matters for us, the revenue, the money. So we can see that from 2014 to 2019, the number of passengers has evolved considerably, and that therefore it transmits the level of income from 2 million in 2014 to 33 million of revenue in 2019. The company was a little bit more in trouble in 2020 due to the pandemic, but in general the improvement is very incredible. According to the company forecast, this improvement should continue. Indeed, the company expects to have revenues of up to 875 million in 2026. The company also plans to make profits from 2024, which for me is a very fair date. So yes, the revenue forecasting and the profit forecasting of the company are very strong, but at the same time it is normal because every company always tries to make its future revenue or profit look very strong. The company really hopes to perform well and improve over time, so I personally think that yes, maybe it's a little high, but it's largely achievable if the company is performing well. I personally invested in the company when the share price was a little higher than today. However, I repositioned myself a little bit when the market was bearish. This is really a company in which I believe, so I don't mind to have paid maybe a little bit more than the today price, because I think that in the long term it will be very interesting anyway. Finally, I'm reminding you that I'm making this video for entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. Before investing, do your research and take your time. I'm also trying to make a fairly quick video. For those who do not know what is a SPAC, do not hesitate to tell me in the comments and I will be happy to explain it to you in the next video. Hope you liked the video, take care and see you next time.